live in Metung with my wife and 3 children. And we live on 4 acres and it's lovely. It's a great sense of space around us. We've got a boat that we use a lot around the lakes, and so on a fantastic day we'll go and drop the boat in the water and head down to the barrier and swim down there, or take the kids donutting or whatever. And people come down and they look at the place and they go, wow, this is just fantastic, isn't it a knockout? Straight out of school, I started working at a department store called George's in Collins Street in Melbourne, an extremely exclusive store. And it was a bit like a Harrods of Melbourne. But all that focus was about customer service. That gave me a grounding to be able to move into another career, which real estate came up as an opportunity. We went through the boom of the early 90s, and then the market went into a deep dive and became very quiet. In the end, I actually let real estate go and I worked full-time in hospitality. I was in Perth for 5 years, and I went into a partnership in Perth on a restaurant there and worked that. There I met my wife. We got married over in Perth, but it was always with the plan to come back to Victoria. Metung had always been the holiday house for me. So Dad first brought us down in the 60s. Every holidays was spent at Metung. Family, cousins, everyone was here. In the end, I got a bit sick of Melbourne. We both got sick of Melbourne and the rat race of Melbourne. So we made the decision to move down to Metung to open a restaurant, with which we opened the Metung Galley. And after 8 years of hospitality, we sold the restaurant. And funnily enough, I was serving John Miles, who's been in the Metung office for 40 years across the bar, and he said, well, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't really know. And he said, why don't you come back to real estate? And I said, well, funny, I've been thinking about that. And the rest, as they say, is history. In the Metung office, I'm the branch manager of the Metung office, and I have Kim Bond, who is my sales assistant. And Kim and I work very closely together on the day-to-day operation of the business.
Richard and I work really well together. He's a great guy, he's lots of fun, so we have good camaraderie at work and we get the job done really well together. We
also have our property management department, but I guess the other big thing is we have this fantastic support network through our head office, which is based in Bairnsdale. We've also got a little putt-putt boat, and that's what Kim and I use if we've got to do a listing over at the island or something like that. When you've got potential buyers, come on your hop, on the boat, and you take them over to the island. So they're all often quite blown away by it because it's quite a different lifestyle to what many have. So I'm a firefighter with the CFA. We're on call 24/7 for call-outs. The Metung Brigade has about 18 active members and great supporters and great workers that everyone gets stuck into what needs to be done.
The clients really love Richard because he's down to earth and he's trustworthy, honest, and they just feel at ease with him.
Look, I just try and do the best that I can and provide the best result for our vendors and for our purchasers. But I think honesty is enormously important.